Welcome to this edition of a short taste of English. And in this edition, we'll be looking at the subject of pronunciation. Why pronunciation? Because pronunciation is probably the most difficult aspect of learning English. Why? Because in English, the way we write and the way we pronounce words when we speak is often very, very different and very irregular. So there's no clear, specific rule as such. Let me ask you a question. I've taught many different kinds of people, politicians, businessmen, university students, teenagers, big children, small children, blind people, deaf people, and people in wheelchairs. Okay? Of all these different groups of people, one group has a very, very good level of pronunciation in English. Which group? If you want to think about the answer before I tell you, press the pause button and think about it, and then press play again. If you don't want time to think, you just want the answer, then just carry on listening. The answer is the deaf. Yep, that's incredible. I was quite shocked too. How is it possible that people who cannot hear what I say are able to reproduce such a high quality of pronunciation? I observed them and I noticed what they did. They watched me, of course. They didn't go like this. And they watched my lips, the movement of my lips. They watched the movement of my face muscles, and they imitated me, identical. And imitating my movements gave them a quite close pronunciation to mine. So pronunciation, good pronunciation, is physical. We're going to do some exercises in a moment in which we're going to look at some of those very difficult words, those confusing words where you think maybe they are quite similar, but in reality, in English, they are very, very different. What I want you to do with each word, each group of words, is to focus carefully on my face muscles, on my cheeks, on my jaw, this is my jaw, on my teeth, on my tongue, and even on my nose and my eyes. Because you will notice with some of these words that seem similar, there is a subtle difference just in those movements. Okay? Okay, let's have a look at some of these words. Let's start with classic two words. I am hungry, compared with I am angry. Sounds the same, doesn't it? Not exactly. I am hungry has the H, okay, so you have that H. Then you have that angry, okay? What's the movement of my face? It's angry, okay? So my face goes like this, angry. If you compare that with angry, no H, okay? And it's angry. Look at my cheeks, angry. They come right out. So you've got hungry, angry. Can you hear the difference? If you can see the difference, you can hear the difference. That's the important thing, okay? Another group of words, I see with my eyes, okay? When the weather is very nice outside, I like to have a cold drink with some clink, clink ice. What's the difference there? The first one, eyes, has the z sound. It's eyes, eyes. The thing I put in my drink is ice. It's very soft. ice. Okay, so that's eyes and ice. Be careful not to put your eyes in your drink. Okay. Another word, another group of words is one of my favourite words. I like to go to the pub quite often, and when I go to the pub I drink 3 pints of beer. Okay, 3 pints of beer. And after my 3 pints of beer, I go outside in the street and I see a very large black bear. Okay, so the first one is beer. Watch my face, beer. Okay, cheeks come right out again. And bear, which is very open. Okay, big difference there. Okay, another group of words. This is a very typical one, which is difficult for most students. The animal which makes the sound bear is a sheep. And the Titanic was a very important ship. Okay, what's the difference between that, sheep and ship? Watch me again. The animal which makes the sound bear is a sheep. Sheep. Okay, again my cheeks come out, teeth, sheep open. The Titanic is a ship. Ship. My nose moves. Ship. Ship. And look at my teeth. Ship. Ship. Okay? You can see a big difference there between sheep and ship. Okay? If you can see it, you can hear it. I'm very, very rich and I have a driver who takes me everywhere. He is my chauffeur. And behind me, I have my lovely red sofa. What's the difference? That's actually quite easy. The chauffeur is a sh sound, while the sofa is a s sound. But the intonation, the stress, the accent is the same. Okay, my brother has a daughter. My brother has a daughter. She is my niece. Okay, she is my niece. That's like the ice, niece. My niece has 2 very beautiful knees. Okay, knees. That's with a z sound, like the eyes. Okay, so my niece has 2 very beautiful knees with a z sound. Okay, once a week I like to cook chicken. Where do I cook my chicken? I cook my chicken in the kitchen. Okay, so chicken, chicken and kitchen. What's the difference in the sound? When I say chicken, again, watch my nose, chicken, the shape of my mouth, chicken, while kitchen is completely different, okay, even if they sound similar. So, once a week I have my chicken in the kitchen, and then I rush to the airport. Why? For the check-in. Okay, what's the difference between check-in, chicken and kitchen? Okay, chicken, kitchen and check-in. See, even with check-in, my nose doesn't move as much as it does with chicken. Okay, check-in, it's more the teeth. Okay, this is another difficult one. I am a tree. Not to be confused with 1, 2, 3. Okay, the first one, tree, that's not 3, that's tree. Those of you who are Italian, if you come from Sicily, it's very easy. If you don't come from Sicily, then learn Sicilian. It's the tr sound, tree. And the numbers, 1, 2, 3. Notice my tongue, 3. Your tongue must come out. If your tongue stays in, it's impossible even for an English person to say 3. Okay, so make sure your tongue comes out. 3. Okay, last one. I have very good teeth, as you probably noticed, but once a year I like to go to the dentist for a checkup. The dentist examines my teeth very carefully and he says, "Very good, Danny." So after my checkup, I go to a fast food restaurant and I have some chips with lots and lots of ketchup. Okay, so that's checkup, compared with ketchup. Okay, after my ketchup, I come out of the fast food restaurant and I see an old friend that I haven't seen for a long time. So I run and run and run and I catch up with him. Okay, those 3 are very different. First one was check up. Again, watch the nose, check up. Second one was ketchup. And the third one, catch up. You've got that ah sound, catch up. Okay, so if you like these pronunciation exercises and you would like to practice some more difficult words, I can assure you, you probably know there are more than 200 or 300 of these confusing words. Have a look at the Laugh and Learn website and look for the courses which deal specifically with these pronunciation problems. Okay? And remember, if you can't come to me, I can come to you. There are no barriers between us. As usual, I'll leave you with an expression, and the expression is, it's not how much you have that gives you happiness. It's not how much you have that gives you happiness. It's what you do with what you have. It's what you do with what you have. Okay? See you again.